Guys, I hope you're back, and this is the part 2 of us trying to make market making bot for BTC 5-minute up and down market. Now, if you remember in the past video, we saw this wallet. This is Doggy Style. He made $5,000 yesterday. In the past month, he's made $100,000. If he goes on this pace, he'll be on track to make $1.2 million a year for essentially just infrastructure cost and nothing else. Now, our main goal for this video is to break down what he is actually doing and if we can recreate that, if we can reverse engineer it in a way where we can also do it. That is the primary goal of this video. If you remember in the last video, we talked about a lot of things and how we are going to do that. And in this video, I've done a lot of things and I'll try to give my best guess as what he's doing and my plans on how we can do that as well. So first, what I did was I went here. I came to resolvemarkets.com. So what they do is they collect order book data. So I got all the data. As you can see, I have the enterprise plan and I got all the data. Then what I did was I got all of Doggy's ties trade. Once I got all of his trades, I sort of reverse engineered it, put it into Claude and asked it, hey man, just tell me what to do. Now we came on to some big revelations, which I'll be talking about in this video. So the first thing, the very first instance that came to my mind was he is limit order matching. What is it? Limit order matching. Let me just type it down. Order matching. Sorry for the bad English. Now, what does that mean? I thought for the longest time what he's doing is he is essentially buying or placing limits orders on both sides of the trade. So let's say imagine BTC is at 50 cents right now. So what he'll do is he'll buy yes, he'll place a limit order on yes at 49 cents and no at 49 cents essentially. So if the price fluctuates, which it will hit both of these and essentially you'll get both sides at less than $1 at 98 cents. So you'll make a profit is what I thought he was doing, but I couldn't be more wrong. I'll tell you why. I tried to recreate this strategy myself and there were some obvious problems, and one problem was that of residuals. Now, if you put orders on both sides, some of them are gonna match up, but they'll eventually be residuals. So as you can see on this, I ran multiple simulations, and a lot of time what used to happen was we used to get some matching pairs which would generate us some profits, but a lot of the extras would, the residuals which could not find their pair would just expire, either worthless or sometimes you'll get a profit. But it so happened that we were not super profitable doing this, and I was like, then why is he doing something that seems very limit order matching? Then I came onto this page and I was like, okay, this is the BTC up and down 5-minute market. If you come here, you'll see one very obvious thing. If you go onto the order book here, you'll see something called maker rebates. Now, what does that mean? It means that if you add liquidity to the order book, you'll get some sort of rebates. You'll get some sort of incentives to do that. So I was like, maybe he is doing this and generating a loss, but that loss is then covered by these maker rebates. But even that understanding was wrong, because if you come here on predicts.guru, you'd see the amount of fees he has paid till date is 265k and his net PNL is less than that. So he is losing money because he's paying more in fees. And I could not understand how is this happening. First of all, the whole residuals problem. I thought for the longest time, the idea is to reduce the number of residuals you have so that your eventual profits would be larger and eventually, with all the rebates, you'll make money. But I was trying on a lot of different variations of this and I was failing miserably, as you might have guessed till now. Then I spoke to a guy on a random Discord and he told me something which was right there, which was so obvious to me that I can't even explain. He told me he is not placing any limit orders. strangely. And I was like, what the hell? How can he not be placing a limit order? Like, you are telling me that he's placing market orders, which cost shit ton of more money. I think they cost 3% of your entire trade, and still making money. And it seems he's right. And this is the reason that he gave me. And I'm kind of convinced by his reasons. So if you come onto his profile and if you see the amount of shares he buys, first of all, he never sells anything, so he holds everything till expiry. But if you see the shares he buys are always consistent. So 50 shares, 50 shares, 100 shares, 100 shares, 100 shares, 50 shares, 100 shares, 50 shares, 100 shares. Right? He is always buying that up in a round numbers. Always. That leads me to believe that he is doing a fill or kill kind of order. So if you look, and I have looked at all of his order book, all of his orders, and he's always doing a fill or kill order. So if you don't know what fill or kill essentially means, hey, give me 100 shares. If you can't give me 100 shares, cancel my order. So he's always asking for that specific amount of shares. And that makes sense, right? Because he's always getting filled to 100 shares or 50 shares. Never has it happened that he has filled 49 shares, right? Never. And that is an issue. And that is essentially our like thing, right? So he's doing fill or kill market orders is what we have is what we are believing, at least now. By the way, shout out to Chris. He helped me figure this out if you're watching this video. So it's fill or kill market orders. Now, how is he doing it? Now, the only way a market kind of order would be successful here is if you have some sort of a predictive power. So what we'll need is we'll need predictive power. So we need to predict where the price is going to go and then bet on that side. Now, how is he predicting it so consistently? I'm not sure. If you look at his chart, he's just printing money. So he has something that he's able to predict with. And our best guess is he's picking up stale orders. So he's picking up stale orders. So if you look at it, he's picking up stale orders and he is figuring that out. So basically, how is he predicting the Bitcoin price? And what I think is he's not really predicting anything. He's essentially front running everyone else. Now, how is he doing it? So first is get price from somewhere else faster. So he's using an oracle, could be Chainlink, could be price from Binance, could be Hyperliquid. We're not sure, but could be Binance, could be Hyperliquid, we're not sure. So basically get price faster from somewhere else. Then second would be use that to pick up stale orders. Now let's say, the price is going down, quickly just market, buy whatever orders there are, and then again, when prices moved there, fill it back up. So you're always hedged. So pick up stale orders and then hedge yourself. It's our best guess. Now there are some issues if you want to run this strategy, mainly two issues. So issues while running strategies. First is we need to be quick. Now what do we mean by that? We need to be quick. We need some sort of oracle that helps us get this data faster than Polymarket gets it, which is going to be a challenge because Polymarket is a huge entity. Imagine trying to get price faster than Polymarket, and I think Polymarket gets their price from Chainlink. So if you come here and if you come in the data section, you'll see the BTC USD data stream available at this thing, right? So we need something that is faster than Chainlink. That's first. What you want second is, I'm pretty sure this is a very obvious thing. So we need latency, and with latency we need co-location. Now what do we mean by that? By that we mean we need to develop infra in Rust, because Rust is the fastest. Then we need to get servers near Polymarket region and get their co-location. So you have to actually file a form. And if you see best GPS location of Polymarket bots, there are a lot of people who are talking about co-location. So you have to come here and complete their KYC, KYB form, get their direct co-location, and then do it. So if you're in a geographic location that Polymarket does not allow, you can't do anything about it. So you need to get so these are the two issues that we are running at. Now in the next video, I'll have to end the video here. In the next video, we'll be solving these exact issues. So first we'll get a faster Oracle than Chainlink. So we need to get a faster Oracle or a way for us to get price faster than Chainlink. Next, what we would do is we need latency and co-location for Polymarket. But before that, we need to backtest. So again, we'll come here, we'll get all the data, and we'll assume that we get data 100 milliseconds, 200 milliseconds, 300 milliseconds faster than Polymarket. If we have that speed edge, then how much money do we make? Once we can be sure of that, I would say then, because if we know that, hey, we need this much speed edge, let's say we need a 400 millisecond speed edge or a 300 millisecond speed edge. So once we know that this is the speed edge that is required for us to execute these orders, then we'll try to reverse engineer that speed edge. I hope that video was super clear. I'm really sorry for my drawing, and see you on the next video where we create a BTC market making bot. Thank you.